Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Denise and here I'm back in with another video. So for today's video, I thought it would be a great idea if I show you guys how I study Korean. As you guys might know, in my first video I told you guys that I know how to speak Korean, and I love learning Korean like every day. I love learning it, reviewing things that I need to review. So I thought why would it be a good idea if I just showed you guys how I like to study Korean. So yeah guys, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, this is my little setup on how I like to, study my Korean. And just get comfortable. So on the side you guys could see my little notebook. It's full with Korean phrases that I like to remember and study. On the side I have my pens and my CD player that I'll be showing the kind of music I like to listen while I study my Korean. And of course we have the computer, so I literally have these. I like to use Duolingo. Some people don't like using Duolingo, but that's personally how I like to study. So here we are. We have the sentences, and basically, the website on YouTube. Right now I'm practicing on the time. How could I say, time in Korea? And the past, negatives, futures, and all of that. Of course I have Google Translate, but usually I don't like using Google Translate because it just, it confuses me even more. So yeah guys, let's get studying. Okay guys, so from you saw my little setting, this is I love studying my Korean just so I could just relax. And the most important thing that helps me study is music. I love listening to music while I study. I usually listen to a lot of K-pop, which is like Korean, boy bands like BTS, GOT7, Monster X. And for today's music, I'm gonna be playing some what's it called Monster X. I love their albums, and I'm gonna be playing their recent album Fantalo. So I'm gonna stick that in my CD player because I must have music while I study. So I'm gonna put the music on. I always like to make sure I listen to music that will help me study, and I just won't get distracted. So I'm gonna lower the volume down. So I love listening to music, but in low volume, so I won't get that much distracted, and it'll help me study. That's so loud. I'm gonna play track number 2, which is Gasoline. I'll play number 2. Let's get jamming. I usually like to study my Korean like a good 30 an hour, just so it sticks in my head. I like to review everything, and the thing that helps me most study is watching a lot of K-dramas. And I like to have the subtitles on the K-drama, so when people are talking I could see the subtitles and I know what they're saying. That's how it helps me memorize. And also I realized that I know how to understand it very well, but when it comes for me trying to speak it, that's where I get a little bit trouble, because I know how to speak it but I don't know what exactly words to use. So that literally just I get mad because I'm like, why I study but I'm not understanding, That's why I like watching a lot of K-dramas and listen to a lot of Korean music to help me. And just because I want it to stick in my head. So let's get studying, guys. Okay guys, so I'm gonna give you guys a little, a little tour on my notes, so you guys could just see how, my notes are. And keep in mind guys, that not all people are gonna study the same way I study. Many people study the languages different way, which is completely fine, but this is just like how I like studying, and so it can help me. I have my fruits in Korean, bugs in Korean, my KoreanClass101.com notes, and I have Memrise notes, YouTube notes, everything. Like for example, if I get new words from YouTube, I will write them on this side, which is my YouTube notes. I'll give you guys so you guys can see everything that's here. All of these words that I learned are from YouTube, so I make sure I put them on the YouTube side. And for example, if I learn new words from Memrise, it's a website, you guys really should check it out because it really helps on learning different languages. I would I will write it. I write every new word that I learned from Memrise on this side, and then we have the new words that I learned from Korean Class 101. I write them on this side, as you guys could see. I like to highlight the Korean word in pink, and then how you pronounce it in blue highlight, so you guys could see. I hope you guys could see. And they basically, like, that's how I know, oh, I got this word from this website, so I won't get confused. I have like different kinds of notes. For example, last week I was writing down like the family in Korean, so I'm going to show you guys. Hope it focuses. Focus, please. On this side, like for example, parents is 부모님, and I write 아버지, which is father. What about 어머니, which is mother. My oldest sisters, I would call them 언니, and my younger brother is just like I tell him by his name. Everything from family is everything on this. And my fruits, I'm gonna pick up right here. My fruits are fruits are on this side. I put it in fruits in Korean. We have sagwa, which is an apple. We have avocado, which is of course avocado. We have blueberry, which is blueberry. Banana, cherry, which is cherry. Podo, which is grape. Kiwi, which is obviously kiwi. Subak, which is watermelon. Everything, all of the fruits are on this side. Let's go on with the vegetables. Tomato, which is tomato. Uyi, which is cucumber. Everything. Asparagus, which is asparagus. Garlic, which is 마늘. Eggplant, gachi, and everything we have on the side. The bugs are obviously on their side, as you guys could see. I have bugs in Korean, so yeah. Oh, Korean numbers, obviously, Korean has two sets of numbers, which is the Sono Korean numbers and the native Korean numbers, which is the native Korean numbers are used for counting, ages, number for hour, which in the Sono Korean number, it's used for the dates, money, prices, address, and phone number, time, 4 minutes, and seconds. I have it on the side, as you guys could see. Hope you guys could see it. And go to the native Korean numbers. Usually, when I count, I obviously use the native Korean. So it'd be like 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, and 열. And for the Southern Korean numbers is, I use it. Sometimes I like to use it for counting, but I know it's not used for counting, but it helps me memorize it. So I'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and shape. I like to, sometimes, write it for time, and I have the time here in the Korean. Like for example, we have time with this 시간, hour is 시, minutes is 분, seconds is 초, everything. AM 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock is Hanshi, 2 o'clock is dushi, you know, everything. I like to make sure I like keep my notes in order, so you know I won't forget. For example, we have the progressive tense in Korean, which is the ending of ing. I have them all here. Like for example, I am watching a movie. 저는 영화를 보고 있어요. You know, I love studying Korean. I think the most thing that got me into Korean the most was watching a lot of K-pop, K-drama, and that really like motivated me to learn more Korean, because I started to pick up like phrases from them. So I was like, why don't I just study Korean? And let me tell you guys, when I first started learning Korean, which was I think it was 2 years ago or a year ago, I forgot. I did not know that in Korea you had to learn the alphabet. I thought it was just like I didn't realize that they had symbols. So when I found that, I was like, really, Denise? How did I not know this in the beginning? And you know, because I started learning just by picking up words. For example, in some TV shows, I would pick up like 부치마, which is don't look, or 모르겠어, I don't know, 배고파, I'm hungry. And I thought that's how you speak it, but I didn't realize that I had to learn the actual alphabet until I did my research. And I have the alphabets. These are the consonants, as you guys could see in the back. You know the meaning. We have, this means a P, and of course I have the vowels. Vowels are very important, of course, in the back, and how you say it. Learn new words when I watch a lot of K-dramas. I love watching like a lot of very like childish K-dramas, if you guys know what I mean. I love the show that I actually love watching from a K-drama was My Holo Love, and you guys should really watch it. It's on Netflix. You could watch it on dramacool.com or Netflix. I love watching, like right now I'm watching this new show. I think it's called He's a Psychopatrick, something like that. It's from the member Jin Young from GOT7, is it? So I'm watching it right now. I'm on episode 3, and it's a really good show. You guys should really watch it. So yeah guys, that's basically it for today's video, learning Korean with me. I honestly really want to become an expert on learning Korean, which is like, it's something like I really want to do. And it's crazy how right now, when I started last year learning Korean, I didn't know anything, nothing, even how to say hello, which was very, very hard for me. But you know, as long as I study and just focus on it, it helps me a lot. And I'm really glad that I know how to speak it and understand it and write it and read it. I'm proud of myself. So yeah guys, that's basically it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.